Bodine 52. How are you, folks? I have two questions for you. Number one is, in a perfect world, where would you like to retire? And number two is, what have you been hit in the face with that hurt the most or surprised you the most when you were riding your motorcycle? Back with you, folks. Hope today finds you well. We are driving around the north side of Moraine State Park because I was out driving the roads and getting lost again on purpose and ended up close to here. So this is part of the park that I have not gone down before. But I have two topics. Really, I only have one, which is retirement, and where you want to live, especially being a motorcycle rider or driver or passenger or whatever. But the second thing was, and it's only coming from experience today, I will tell you, in my hour that I have been out on the motorcycle, I have been hit by 11 bugs at least. And what's going on over here? At least, and just missed getting hit dead square by a bird. Now, of course, I'm not going to be rolling the center, the GoPro during that time period, of course, because that would make too great of a video. But so my question is, what have you been hit by that is worthy of comments? Leave those below, if you will. So, back to the topic at hand. You know, I am hoping that in 6 or 7 years, 5 would be nice, I'm just trying to give myself some time here, that I am going to be able to shut it down and enjoy retirement. I'm still relatively young, or at least according to me. And you know, Mrs. Bodine and I have moved around a lot with my jobs, and don't want to continue doing that. And we're currently, as many of you know, just outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and we like it. We have a son in this area and a daughter in Chicago. And we like being close to our son and wish we were closer to our daughter. And we've actually talked about moving back to Michigan, which with my job I probably could. But we're also trying to plan for, you know, retirement. So, first of all, you don't want to do anything stupid financially. I mean, a home's your biggest cost, if you will. You need that to be as much paid off, if not completely paid off, before you retire, which is the plan, hopefully. But oh, there's some nice trails back here. Let's just be frank, I hate the winter. Matter of fact, I grew up in the winter. I went to school in Michigan. I just hate the winter. I really do. The whole 4 seasons crap. Okay, spring and fall is kind of cool, but winter stinks. And you know what? If you really like snow, you could fly into there. Fly into Colorado, fly into Michigan, fly wherever you are during deer hunting season and get your whole fix of the snow thing. But so that leads into, so we got to start thinking about that. So I was curious from you all, have you thought the same thing, or are you living where you want to live right now and where you plan to live? And you know, maybe you gotta stay there, right? That's just, you got family and all that stuff, and that's important. It is critically important to us as well. And I will tell you what, when I grew up, I used to hear about all these people that moved down to Florida, and no offense to the Geared Raven or any other folks that live down there. Wow, look at this back here, guys and gals. Isn't that nice? I always thought Florida was for old people. My son used to joke that it's the banana peel to the grave. That's not very nice. But I'll tell you what, I watch tons and tons of videos and vlogs of many of you, Geared Raven included, many other folks, and they look awful happy. I went down to Daytona in the winter and rode. I was pretty happy, right? So those people that I used to make fun of that lived in the summertime in the cold areas and in the wintertime moved south, I guess they're like your parents. They get smarter as you get older, because now I understand it. So Mrs. Bodine and I have been having the conversation about, do we have two places? Now obviously we can't have two big homes. I mean, that's just not reasonable and affordable and just crazy, right? So what we've been talking about, disc golf course, is, do we want to hang out 5 or 6 years in our current home, which is probably too big for us, and go move somewhere now that's going to be either where we're going to live? Oh Lord, look at this, folks. Look at that view. Sailboat out there. Oh, we are so lucky to live in America and have a motorcycle and be able to ride, aren't we? But do we find, the plan is simple. Do we find a place to live where we're going to live up close to family and even where there's snow, and just live there in the summer, and then find a condo somewhere in the south? Now, we have talked about Myrtle Beach. We have some friends down there. Mrs. Bodine has a niece down there. We like it down there. We went down there multiple summers. Just really, people down there. And maybe this is all the places in the south, but people down towards Myrtle Beach, and this is all over the place, they're so nice that you think they're up to something. I mean, if you're from the north, you're going, these people are up to something. I was going to go in there, but too much gravel. So the question is, do we do that, or we just hang out and sell everything and buy a place in the south where we're going to live year long? I mean, that really is the question for us. Just having a hard time getting over these views. It's just beautiful. So, and many of you maybe further from retirement. I know some of you are in retirement. What did you do? Did you have that same dilemma? Staying close to family is important. But as your kids get older, you also want to make sure that you're enjoying your retirement years, and for me, that you're taking care of your spouse and her living in a good place. And so that is the question of the day. What kind of crap have you been hit by on your motorcycle? And where would you like to live when you no longer have to work? And if you can leave your comments below while I figure out where in the world I am at, because right now I feel like I'm on a bicycle trail instead of a road. So hey, look, if Bodine is no longer, you don't see any videos for like a couple weeks, can somebody please start a GoFundMe to get me out of prison for trespassing and riding my motorcycle on a trail? Okay, it appears to be a road because there's a speed limit sign and there's a truck behind me. So I guess I'm okay, but it doesn't feel right, and I surely hope this is one way. So folks, if you don't mind leaving the comments, I would appreciate it. I'm going to try to stop here and enjoy the beauty for all of you. How beautiful is that, folks? And I actually stopped behind a police officer just because actually just because he was sitting here, I really didn't want to do this. Especially since I thought I was not driving on the road, so I guess running in the back of him would not be the right thing to do either, so. Alright folks, I've been trying to sign off for 5 minutes, been doing a crappy job, so guess what, this is it. Be safe on and off that motorcycle, folks, and thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.